Alright, in this video tutorial we're going to be taking a look at exercise 3-20, and this one is in millimeters. The exercises in the book are starting to get a little bit more complex, so there's going to be some new commands that we're going to be covering through this tutorial. So to start things off, I'm just going to go to starting with no template metric. Now for this particular one, I want to go ahead and start just by drawing the big circle, which has a radius of 65. So I'm going to go to the circle command and I'm going to put in a radius of 65. Now to make my life a little bit easier, I'm going to use a couple of construction lines to locate my other circles. So the first construction line I'm going to place, I'm just going to kind of go from the center here and track down so that I can get a line that goes all the way across. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put in a line from the center point of this circle. I'm going to tab over and put in my 27 degrees. What the 27 degrees is going to do is allow me to lock in where those other holes are placed, and then I'm just going to draw this line here out. The next thing I want to do is I want to offset this center line the two distances that I need to locate my other holes. So that's going to be 89.1 to the right and 91.4 to the left. So I'll go to offset 89.1. We'll select this object and go this way. Hit enter again to get back into the offset command, and this time I want 91.4. And then I'll offset this line in this direction. Next, I'm going to go to the extend command, which is underneath trim. I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter to select all my objects as my extension object or limits of extension. And I'm going to bring this all the way over to here. So now I've got this intersection here and this intersection here, which are going to serve as my two places to locate my other circles. So we're going to go to the circle command, and I'm going to grab this intersection, hit D, enter for diameter, and this is going to be 51.8. I'm going to hit enter again to go back into circle, use this intersection, and I can hit enter again, and it will bring up the diameter that I used in the previous circle. So now that I have this stuff located, I want to go ahead and get rid of these construction lines because at this point they are not necessary anymore. So I'm just going to highlight these and then hit the delete key on my keyboard to get rid of them. The next thing that I want to do is I want to put in the arc sections that are in each of these locations, and the easiest way to do that is going to be to draw circles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to the circle command, but rather than clicking on circle, I'm going to hit the drop down. And what I need for these is a tan radius, which means I'm going to select two tangent points and then insert the radius. So tan radius. I want it to be tangent to this quadrant, tangent to this quadrant, with a radius of 45. I'll go back into the tangent radius circle, go for this quadrant, and 45 again. And I'm just going to repeat that process right up here and one more time for the other circle. Now I can go back to my trim command and just hit enter to select all my objects as cutting edges, and then I can click on the sections of these circles that I no longer want to use. And what you see here now is I've got these outer circles and I've got my inner circle, but now I can also go ahead and trim out this section. Once I have that done, I'm going to go back to my regular center radius circle and go to the center of this and draw a circle with a diameter of 60. That's going to be my center circle. And then I'm going to go right back into the circle command and pick this center with a diameter of 31.4 and hit enter again to go to this center and hit enter again because it's the same size circle. So here we've got exercise 3-20 completed, and it makes it go a whole lot faster when you actually use the circles as opposed to trying to get an arc to fit between those. So in a lot of cases where you want to actually create an arc, it's going to be much easier to use the circle command. So this is exercise 3-20.